lot of new subscribers. My name is Melanie, and yes, I am a psychotherapist. And on this channel, I share all things social work and I share all things development. So if anything that I talk about or discuss resonates with you, definitely make sure that you are liking the video, making sure that you're subscribing and turning on your notification bell so that way you're notified every time I provide an upload. You leave the comments down below because we're all about building community here. And then on top of that, if you're wanting to kind of engage a little bit more with me, definitely feel free to follow me on IG because I post a lot of different content there, where I actually am doing the thing now where I'm interviewing different social workers within the field or helping professionals, so that way you can kind of get more of that day to day. But without further ado, we're getting right to it, you all. We're getting right to it. The month of May is National Mental Health Awareness Month, but I wanted to kind of put a different perspective on. The second thing is your goals. How does, and I have some notes here, but how will this role or how will this position help you in reaching your goals? Is the role that you're applying for, like I said, some positions you apply for to start you off until you kind of build to the career and position that you want. But how is this particular role, the role that you may be in, how is this reaching your goals? Are you reaching your goals in this agency? Do you have the opportunity for promotional growth where you're at? Is that a value for you professionally? Is that a value for you personally to be able to utilize all your spans of knowledge and skill sets and abilities and expertise in a particular, department? Do you have the ability to thrive there? Those are things that can really kind of make you feel stuck, and it can affect your mental health, where you feel like you're in a place where you're not really growing overall. So that's important for you to do it, and like I said again, be proactive on the front end. How is it that I can look at the front end about learning and researching about a company? So it's definitely worth you putting in the research, especially if you are applying for a position versus working for one. If you work for one, you may have done research already, and then sometimes agencies change as well. It may have started out one way and then now it's another way. What about realistic expectations? Deadlines, company organizations, and agency goals. Are those things aligned? And with number one, which is your personal and professional goals and values, and then number two, how is your goals? How is this position helping you reach your goals? Because a lot of times people can feel really discouraged when they are in a place where they feel like they're not thriving, where you feel like you can't see the development, you can't see the growth, you can't see the improvement, you can't see the progress that you're making, that impact, that may be a professional goal, a personal value, and you're not able to see that there. You may feel stagnant. So definitely consider that. And then number three, so we know we all have areas of improvement in our lives, whether it's personal or professional, things that we have to further work on, things that we have to further make sure that we put some extra time and grit in to become better. But I want to focus on the areas of strength. Is the role that you're applying for, is the position that you're currently in, does it link to the strengths that you already have? Does it do that? Can and will your current strength be utilized in the position that you currently have or will have? And again, it's really important that you set yourself up in an environment as much as you possibly can to assess that environment, to assess that culture, to see if you're going to be able to thrive. So there's things that you already know. Oh, I'm a good communicator. I communicate with direct and clear, precise communication styles. I have really good interpersonal skills. I got good soft skills. I got some emotional intelligence going on. I'm able to navigate conflict, and I'm able to navigate hard decision making. I'm a critical thinker. I'm self-motivated. You get it? You get what I'm saying? These are all things that are strengths, but you may have these strengths and then work for an employer that doesn't really sometimes recognize your strengths, sometimes doesn't, provide any type of appreciation or show appreciation, or you feel that you're not being appreciated. So it's just really important that you assess, if you're applying for it, how can my current strengths? Because you need to be confident about what you're strong at. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with knowing your weaknesses, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with you knowing what you are strong in, what your strong suits are, because those are going to be things that happen naturally for you, where it's not even something that you give thought to. If you're a natural writer, if you have good written and oral communication, you're not really going to get too, stressed about something with that, because you already know, I got that in the bag. I can handle that. That's not a problem. And sometimes you may be dealing with, you may have a thing, and sometimes you might not even know, but people recognize the strength in you. Like, oh, you really do good with some of these clients that are really kind of like, really difficult and challenging to deal with. But whenever you have a client like that, you are always able to kind of refocus and de-escalate the issues. That may be a strength of yours, So if you're hearing these things and you're assessing it, even co-workers, supervisors, different supervisors and management may identify some of these things since you've been in the role, or you may have found this in other roles, or heard this throughout the duration of your school process or in other professional roles. But it's important that you identify your areas of strength. So today we talked about every social work role is not ideal for you, and that it's so important that while you're in that process of applying for jobs, that job search process, or you're currently in a role, or you're about to leave and go to another role, to assess. Can't even say the word now, right? But it's important for you to assess. That's what I'm trying to say. To really give thought, to really take self-inventory and see where you're at, what your mental well-being needs to look like for you. And if that role is going to be anything that's going to have you to regress in a way that it affect your mental and overall well-being, I think that you need to make the necessary changes, right? So like I said, I'm definitely going to have some resources below, so that way you can utilize and get the support that you feel like you need. And you always can do some Google searching, and you always can look for local places, because I have people that view my channel from different areas and different regions of the world, actually, and then also within regions within different states. So definitely make sure that you reach out to see, what resources you may have available. Definitely let me know if you're liking the video, if you're liking the content here. Definitely make sure that you like and subscribe, and definitely make sure that you join me on Instagram, because I post good content over there, and you kind of get to engage with me a little bit more over there. But if you have any other questions or concerns, feel free to comment down below. And if you have any personal experiences or anything that you kind of want to talk with me a little bit more about, where you may not feel comfortable commenting down below, you always can shoot me a DM on IG, and you can see it right here, Instagram. Just follow me there and DM me there, and we can further discuss. But you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk with you on the next video. Bye. I'll talk to you later.